Hi, we're going to talk about cuboids again. So last time we talked about the 2x2x3 cuboid, and it's relatively a few number of possible positions. And so tonight we're going to look at a recent acquisition of mine, a 3x3x2 cuboid. Now oddly, I actually had something similar to this before, but it was round, so it was hard to identify what piece goes where. So like here, you know, it's how do I know, does green go next to blue? Does it go opposite of blue? Well, I mean, there's many solved states for this, but for this, it's more obvious as to what goes where because of how the pieces are. And so as a result, since there's 8 corners that could basically go anywhere and 8 edges that could basically go anywhere, we have a lot more possible positions for the pieces, and you know, by a big couple of orders of magnitude, but it is still relatively simple to solve. So we're just going to go ahead and scramble this up here and see how we do. It is similar to this because of the fact that a lot of moves are constrained to being 180-degree moves, and they can't be 90-degree moves. So that has to be 180, but all those can be 90-degree moves if you want to. Okay, so we have a scrambled one. It's kind of jumbled up. Okay, so I'm going to look at, well, you know, I always seem to do corners first, so, you know, you go with what you know. So I have some white corners in place, and it turns out I have the other white corners in place. If I had to swap some, you know, I could use something we learned from the other cube to either swap 3 sets, or we could swap 1 set of corners. So we're just going to do this again. So now, there's all the corners in place, and let's see. So we have all the edges in the correct layers, and all the yellow layer edges seem to be in the right place. So now we're down to this. So what can we do to fix some of these? So as it turns out, since you can't see what's happening, there are no middle layers, you could take something relatively simple, and on a regular cube moves 4 pieces, and this only swaps 2 pieces. So like here we have orange in front and blue in the back, and now we've moved the blue, so I had swapped those 2 pieces, and then we're going to do the same thing again. Swap those 2 pieces, and then undo our setup move that got us here, which was that and that, and now we have a completed cube. So not that much more difficult than this, even though there's a lot more possible combinations. It's also more easily resolved. So that's our 3x3x2 cuboid.